Hey, so this is day number 2 in the isolation. Well, we haven't really been isolated today, but so we bounced out of bed this morning, and me, this one, and Marshall took off to the park. We're on a regime of fitness, hoping to do 10,000 steps a day in all of this madness. And so we went to the park, did some. Would you do lunges?
We did a bit of everything.
Up and down the stairs. It was fun.
Right. So, with all the exercising, we just thought we'd try, with the break in the day, to do at least an hour out the house. But now, we've been put on lockdown, so we can't even do that anymore. So we just found out at the end of today, we had a little press conference from our boy Boris. He told us that nobody listens in England, and now we're all grounded. So we all have to stay in, unless it's for essentials.
It's a bit vague, this, though, because all I say is we're on lockdown and if people are meeting in large groups, the police are going to do something. But I'm not sure if we get monitored on our doorstep, so we just have to wait and see what happens tomorrow, I suppose, don't we, with all that aspect.
No, because it told us a lot of it, but you just...
Apparently there's a web page you can go to with all the lists and the rules, and Lasso on the news was listing you have to only... You can go out to the park to exercise in your family group, and so if there's more than 2 of you, 3, that's all right as long as you live at your house. Is that how you took it?
Yeah, so you're allowed out to exercise once a day to do one thing. So you couldn't say, oh, I'm exercising, so I'm going to go on a bike ride and then run around the track and then go for, I don't know, whatever else. You can only do one thing once a day. That's all you're allowed to do.
I mean, and who's to say that, if you go out on the morning and then you decide you're going to go out a bit later and they stop you, people might just say, well, I'm just doing my daily exercise. I mean, I don't think it's going to work, really, do you? If that's just like a thing.
That worked everywhere else. Why is it not going to work here?
I just think it's a bit...
People are being fined all over the world for being out when they're not supposed to be out.
Do you think that people are going to adhere to this, though?
Well, we live in England and no one listens, so probably not. But if they don't want to die, then it's probably best there.
We told the Bairn when he came back, he saw his girlfriend this afternoon.
Yeah, she's been round for the last time and was saying, you're going to probably end up on lockdown and you have to, remember blah, blah. And he come back in from walking her home when the announcement was on. And I said, so that's it then, you won't see her now. Because we've been initially being put on 3-week lockdown. But obviously, with the statistics of everywhere else, it's been a lot longer. Everywhere else is still on lockdown now. And it's 10 weeks later or 12 weeks later for China and 8 weeks for Spain and 6 weeks or whatever it is for Italy. But yeah, so we 3 is a bit short term for me thinking I don't think 3's...
3 weeks?
Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be longer than that.
Yeah, do you not listen when it said 3 weeks?
Because this is where they're vague as well. Because
no, they're not vague.
They are vague.
You don't listen.
Because the thing at work, the notice board, the first it said 12, and then they put it to 8, and then when they put it to 8 on the news, they put it to 3 months. I'm just like, oh, this is confused because it said 3 months at work, then they changed it to 8, and then they said the news going to be...
They told us 2 months at work, and then we had a press conference saying 12 weeks. So they changed it to 12 weeks with the hope to get back sooner. And now this one, the isolation started from midnight tonight for initially 3 weeks, and then they'll look at making, if it makes a decrease in the upward curve of the virus and people stop being so ill, then it'll change. It'll change the projection of when we can next go out. But anyway, feelings. I don't mind being locked in.
I welcome it. I was excited for it. But not excited. I just think, if you're going to get over this stupid virus, you need to just stay in.
It's more
in. That NHS video when they're all going through all the doctors and that, and then
Yeah.
Boris is saying, stay in, and then they've got queues at ice cream vans of people in Snowdonia hitting the beaches and just being absolute knobheads. It's just like, really?
Yeah, because they've done this immediately now because everyone went out at the weekend, and with it being sunny or whatever, so we've done it to ourselves. Everyone that's gone out has done it to themselves, and now we're in this mess.
McDonald's closes today as well.
Yeah.
The queue was like miles and miles and miles long. All these cars just waiting to go for the drive-through. Absolutely hilarious. We took ourselves off to Morrison's after we did our little workout today because we figured today was going to be the last day to go out.
Everyone was thinking the same thing, so we went and visited Grandma for the last time, like we said, and then
it was cute, that wasn't it?
Yeah, obviously we have to stand outside and leave our present for her, which was cakes, on the wall, and then sit, like, talk to her on the phone, and then she stands on the doorstep and then say hello and bye, 2-minute visit, and then leave the presents, and she has to get them off the wall once we've gone. But then we went to Morrison's because we were getting last minute trying to get fresh stuff, which, like, as being the shopper, I haven't had for, like I say, over 2 weeks, nothing fresh. But after the day before's announcement of stay away, it seemed to have worked a little bit because we managed to get fresh produce in Morrison's.
She was saying to me, Michael, I'm telling you, I wasn't lying. No, it was much, much worse than
this. I know,
so I was like,
because he didn't believe me that it was so bad. And I was like, I can't wait till you see how bad it is, because I'm telling you now, it's been horrendous. We can't get anything. And we walked in and there was fruit and veg and that. And I was like,
apples, pears, potatoes.
Like, oh. I mean, great. I've not seen a potato, like, if it wasn't in chip form, already brought to me, delivered. For 3 weeks.
There's no frozen chips to be had though.
No, there's no frozen stuff. Like, everything that can be frozen's gone, and no
People
meat.
Are even attacking my vegetarian food now.
No meat.
Laura told me that my vegetarian freezer was absolutely rammed. I think people have thought, oh, there's no meat, we're just gonna eat all the vegetarian food, because that was just about empty. I was like,
yeah. So it was more promising, and obviously, like we've been saying, it'll get better because people aren't allowed to go out now. They're only allowed to go for essentials, which, yes, obviously is your food shopping, but there's going to be less and less and less and less. No more convenience. We started rationing today. Well, I did. He never.
Laura made me vegan mince and dumplings. And it's my favourite dinner, but I always like a bit of mint sauce on.
No, it's not a bit. It's not a bit. It's normal sized pot of mint sauce that I just opened, and he ate the full jar of mint sauce on one meal.
I have to add, because I'm vegetarian and our son eats normal food, so she made him one with real mint, and then she did another one with all the vegetarian rubbish in it for me.
Rubbish. Normal
food, I suppose, and so that's what she was occupying herself this afternoon doing that. It was gorgeous. My favourite dinner that she makes me. I just didn't even think. I was like, oh yeah, I put some mint sauce on here. And she was like, Michael. I was like, what?
I said, are you for real? I've just took 2 spoons of that out for the Bairns' dinner. I said, there's nothing left in it. And due to there being no stock last week, I had to pay £1.50 for a name brand of it instead of a smart price for 30p, because it was £1 bloody 50. But because I like it, but no.
The best ones are squeezy big ones you buy from B&M. You can have loads of that, no one cares.
Yeah, but B&M's shut now.
Oh, sugar.
Everywhere's shut. I told us everywhere's going to be shut from now, and that's it. Non-essentials are shut. Everything. No more delivering for
McDonald's
and places like that. Obviously, I'm assuming it means takeaways are shutting too.
Imagine is it people can't get the take. No, I think it was just McDonald's just did that themselves.
Well, KFC's shut and Greg's shut. So I think everything is going to be made to shut. I think everyone's got to cook. I think people are going to die.
My mate Boris said rely on deliveries for food.
No, Michael. Use online delivery services. as in the supermarket.
Oh, I thought you want to just get kebabs and get fat.
No. So,
In other news, it was good today because we decided because we're going to be all together
Excuse
as a
me.
family unit
Yawning.
for we're a family unit anyway because we're married and we've got kids, but
Yeah.
stuck in
Together,
looking at each
together.
other. We're spending about an hour apart every day. So Laura took herself off up the stairs to go and read her Stacey Solomon book, and I got to read a little bit more of my Walking Dead
comics,
which is a bit surreal really because it's a bit late now because it's like a big thing
bit
in it.
close to home,
It's a bit
innit?
close to home. And the book that I've got
Yeah.
upstairs that I'm reading happens to be, because we've got holidays planned for Amsterdam. It is Anne Frank's Diary, which again, it's a bit close to home because she's locked in as well. So I was like, oh God, this is quite fitting for the
Yeah.
apocalypse.
But hopefully it won't be an apocalypse and we won't have no more tube, but it all still just feels surreal. It'll be worse tomorrow when we can go out, run around the park and come back and that's it. We're lucky because we're literally one
Straight
Two-
away from the Temple Park, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we say it's a park, it's filled with like a tiny little plaything in. But obviously they've said you are not allowed to go on the park. You are not allowed to touch the swings or...
No, they said they're leaving the parks open for now.
No,
That's what you said, that's what they said?
no, listen to what they said. You can enter the park space
To do exercise.
to run round it, cycle round it, or walk round it for one exercise a day, but you are not allowed to play in the park.
Oh, so I can't go on the slide.
No. So you can't.
Yeah. I was going to say something else, I forgot now.
All it says it wasn't a bad day, it wasn't a good day, it was a weird day.
Laura's got started a box of positive thoughts.
Oh yeah. So we're deciding to do a happy thought a day jar. Got a nice jar. I'm sure we'll show you a picture of our jar. To do just anything to try and take one, even if it's the cat mucky looked or something and it was funny. You know what I mean?
Touch your feet, he's a twat.
Yeah. Just anything that hopefully once it's all over and done, you can look back and think, oh yeah, that was actually all right, that, you know. I mean, obviously, we've got the normal things like everyone's planned to do. Oh, we can watch all our telly and we can catch up on all our box sets and everything.
We finished The Crown today.
Yes, we finished The Crown. But with working and school and, you know, from doing 40-hour job to doing nothing and being at school and doing, you know, for 6 hours a day, we're trying to treat the whole isolation as being a 9-to-5 job and, you know, being a normal family who can't afford the electric to be on all day and everything. So as of today and as it went today, we were all right. We got up, we got sorted, got ready, went down the park, spent an hour down there, and then came back, had breakfast.
Smashed my 10,000 steps. I think I'm
Steps.
about 15, but you have to remember that we walked to Morrison's and back as well. We won't
Yeah,
get to
which
that
obviously
tomorrow.
won't get to. But then we just did the normal things that you would think you would just do normally, but I think if people don't get organised, they're going to get demented with it all, like super fast. I think we might end up having more than an hour apart. Might end up being about 6 apart.
I
Yeah.
could have done one of that hour that Walking Dead magazine, man.
I know.
I wasn't ready for you. I just finished quick to the end of the
I
chapter.
know, but I was waiting for Boris's announcement, so I needed to do that before I did that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. And we'll go from there.
Yeps.
Yes.